Yeah, I wanna know if you like me now. I wanna know, do you consider me a step above the rest? I wanna know, am I the best? I'm at the top of my game right now, and can't nothing hold me back. I'm driving through the city in my new ride. Hella fresh, it's on tonight. Can't wait until I pull up, rolling through my old hood, like yo nigga, what's good? I've been hustling in another way, and it pays. I holla at you on another day, yeah. I'm stunting.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me today. Those of you guys that are on, let me check my chat real fast and see if anybody's here. What's going on, Rick? Rick Ramirez, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining in the live. Got a good show for y'all today. We're going to talk about a few things, a few interesting things. And we got a guest person that's going to jump on the live today. Let me start recording real fast. Boom. All right. So first thing I want to talk to you guys about is the DTF industry and what I've been noticing. It seems like there's a price race to the bottom, and prices are going lower and lower and lower, and it's not sustainable. And I think that for the most part, what's going on, William Washington? Good evening. While you guys are coming in, please chime in and tell me where you guys are calling in from or viewing from. That would be very, very helpful to know where the audience is. But yeah, everybody's like, every company, especially the small companies, are competing, and they got like this war with who can offer the best prices in DTF. And what's happening is the prices are just going down too low to the point where it's not sustainable, and it's almost like it's not worth having the prices that low because it just doesn't make sense anymore. You guys understand what I'm saying in the chat? Let me know if you guys are seeing this. Let me know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Let me know if it makes any sense. Bridgeport, Connecticut in the building. What's going on, Latrice? How are you? Bucket hat forever. When the bottom falls out, the price will go back up. And yep, it's a dumb game. It really is. It really is. It's a dumb game, and it's not sustainable. So DTF transfer film, the price is astronomically high. Well, it's not so high that it's not worth doing DTF, but the price is high, and you can't go but so low as far as pricing your DTF transfers, but companies are doing it. But I also noticed another thing. Like I said, everybody is like trying to get business in whatever way they can in every single industry. And one thing that I want to talk to you guys about that we can do that those bigger companies can't do, because I think that part of this is being done methodically to price us out, because we can't drop down but so much because we're smaller companies. But then again, we can because we're smaller companies. It's kind of weird for me to explain, but it works both ways. But they have larger margins and other products. But what I want to tell you guys is this is the prime example why you don't want to just have your entire business be based around one single medium, if you will. So that's why, like me, I have embroidery. I have white toner transfer printing. I have DTG. You got DTF. You got sublimation. So you guys, when you're making money in your business, you definitely want to reinvest so that when something like this happens, you can compete to a certain extent, but then again, your business doesn't take that much of a huge hit because you have other things that you can fall back on when the price war is going on in that section. Make sense, guys? So that's what I want you guys to consider when you are in this crazy market and what's going on with DTF. And I don't think DTF is going anywhere anytime soon. All right, so sorry, good evening. Betty, how are you? Bucket Hat Forever already said what's going on. So right now, I want to show you guys. I just came back from a vacation, and it was much needed. Didn't realize that I needed this time off. And I want to show you guys something that I did while I was on vacation and something that you guys might want to consider. So on my iPad, I use a graphic design software called Procreate. And I like this graphic design software because it's real iPad friendly. We can use a stylus and stuff like that. And when we're doing and dealing with graphic design and image manipulations and stuff like that, it's real important that you guys try to pick up another skill all the time on a consistent basis, but try to pick up another skill so that you can be able to manipulate images and you can be able to make your own images. So that way your business can be that much better. Your offerings can be that much better. The more skills you have, the more you can charge people for your services, right? So this is a little light image. I was playing around on my iPad and I made it. And we're going to show you guys real fast. So I did this person right here. He had me make a shirt for him. And the shirts were selling for a certain price. And I told him it would be cool if you had like a logo so we can take away the tag and stuff like that. And we can add your logo to it. But he didn't have any logo. So I thought, I said, hey, let's just take your face. I'll take a picture and then we'll put that as your logo because he has like an interesting look, right? So that's what we did. And this is what we came up with. And now I made some DTFs using that. And what we got is this image right here. Okay. So this is me testing out the DTF that I made. For those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I like to not only make my DTFs, but I like to test my DTFs out. And what I do, since I test so many DTFs, is I'll get a shirt and I'll press every single side of the shirt. I'll press the front of the shirt with one DTF. Then I'll press the back of the shirt with another DTF. I'll flip the shirt inside out and test another shirt with that DTF and flip the shirt on the other side. So you got 4 sides to play around with so that you're not like ruining gear, right? So 300 degrees, 15 seconds. And these are what the transfers will come out like when you order from my website, alanawade.com. So I created this on that software, Procreate, on my iPad, on the plane. I printed it out on my DTF printer. And this is what we got. It's a cold peel. So you wait till it peels off. You wait till it gets nice and cool. And then you just peel off the transfer. And then look how vibrant those colors are. And what I'm doing right now is I'm playing around with different films so I can see exactly what's going to be good and what's going to be the best for you guys. All right. And the colors came out great. And it looks exactly like I intended. And most importantly, the guy, he likes his what we came up with. So boom, that's just one thing that you can consider implementing into your business so that, because right now, while everybody's price warring and stuff like this, the way you stand out and the way you get your business to keep on getting more business is you have to offer services that other people are not capable of doing, can't do, not willing to do, and they might have too much of a large infrastructure to designate different departments to do those services. So that's one thing that you guys should consider. So Be the Difference is in the building right now. So we're going to bring her in because we're going to talk because she's been doing some interesting things in her workstation. And we just want to talk about, I'll let her talk about what's been going on, what she's been up to. So let's bring her into the live. What's going on, Be the Difference?
How are you doing? Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day because I know you're always vending queen. You're always, you got your DTF printer going on and you got a bunch of other stuff going on over there. So thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. So why don't you tell everybody, oh, no problem. Sorry. Why don't you tell everybody what you've added to your arsenal? I think it's the end of last year and this year. I'll let you take the floor.
First of all, guys, welcome into the live. Make sure you guys are thumbsing it up, giving your host a big thumbs up and a thank you because he's given some vital information to all of us. And I segue to say that a lot of that, the growth that happens because of watching you and all of your videos and saying, you know what, let me take a chance. I had already been printing for almost over 10 years now. And I was just being very stubborn. In case you guys don't know, I do have a business. It's called Be the Difference Clothing. And so that's why I said I've been printing. So I've been printing, you know, merchandise on my own, been going through the third party sellers to get the transfers and then print them up myself. And so many years people have been saying, why don't you print your own? Why can't you print for me? And I was like, no, you know, I'm supposed to be, you know, this company by itself, a brand. And then at the end of last year, like he was saying, I just said, you know what, let me open up that door. So because of your videos and things that I've seen on YouTube, I went and got the Prestige A3R. And, you know, it's been a journey. And I'm thankful for it. I love every aspect of it. And it really, truly is a testament to that when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, everything is going to flow. So, you know, that's one part of it.
Let's get into the meat and potatoes, baby. Tell them the real deal. Tell them what's going on. How's that Prestige A3 Plus R going?
Well, recently, and I do have to say it's probably partly my fault, but recently the Prestige had been giving some issues. And one thing I must say, guys, if you do end up getting these machines and equipment, don't just get them just because you want to have it. Get them because you're actually going to provide a service for many people. You know, it's one thing if you want to do something for yourself and do one runoff for your family and friends, whatever, that's fine. But why don't you order from A-Dubb Productions to get your one or you know what I mean? Your one runoffs or your 10 pieces or whatever. So after that, you know, I got a backup machine, the Pro Color, and I tell you the Pro Color is so much easier.
Interesting.
It's lighter, it's more light. It's definitely user friendly. And what I can say is that I found that the colors are more vibrant. You can actually edit the colors, but with the Prestige, it actually does that function for you. I found that with the Pro Color, I did have to adjust the white so that didn't show through on the actual transfer. So that's the one thing that I say the Prestige is a little better than the Pro Color on. I just got the Pro Color, so you know I'm not your queen of knowing Pro Color. I'm probably like 2 weeks old in it. But being that I came from Prestige A3R, which is a big, big, big mechanism, just knowing that machine, going down to anything less is easier.
So let me ask a question. How wide does the Pro Color print, the one that you got?
It does 13 inches wide. It does do that.
And the body factor is smaller than the Prestige A3 Plus R?
It is. And I will say the Prestige A3R, I like how, you know, the film lines up almost immediately. With the Pro Color, it took us like 3, 4, 5, 10,000 times just to line it up. And you must line it up correctly because the one thing that did happen, because the paper wasn't completely lined up properly, it was doing head strikes, like a massive head strike. And it's not one of those programs where you could just hit pause. You know, I literally had to turn the machine off. And I don't know about you guys, but it's not normal just to turn a machine off in general if it's already operational. So I got a little nervous thinking that I would have broken it. But after like a billion head cleans, now it's finally, you know, the white is finally back.
So what I'm hearing is there are a bunch of pros and cons between each printer. So you said the Pro Color, even though you're having initially, because it's still early in your Pro Color having situation, it was easier to set up and easier to get going. You mentioned something about you feel like the colors are brighter, but the Prestige A3 Plus R was function wise had a few features that are probably better, but because the Pro Color might have been at a lower price point, because we didn't talk about price yet, maybe it didn't have certain features like lining up the paper easy, and even lining up the white with the colors easy, because that's not something that you have to do on a Prestige. That's something that you get into when you move into the higher grade DTF printers. So what was the price point between the two, and where'd you get the Pro Color from?
So the Pro Color, I went on their actual site. I got it from their site, but I saw the prices, all over the place. Trust me, guys, it don't matter where you get it from. It's the same price. And I was looking, even for $10 less, but it's all the same price. I could have gotten the dual head Pro Color for the same price or even less than what was for the Prestige. Okay. But then again, I did get the bundle with the Prestige. So, the price, if you broke up the price, and the dual head would probably still be the same amount. I'm interested.
Procolor.com. Do they have the prices on the website?
Yeah, they do. They do.
I don't see.
And it's cute. It's the panda looking thing. And at first I thought it was like, because, coming from Prestige, you would think that it wasn't going to be as good as, you would think the Pro Color wouldn't be as good as the Prestige, but I think vibrancy is good. But then again, the film that they give you, here's the thing, right? The Pro Color actual system is inexpensive, but the film, they make up the cost in the film. Okay. The film itself. Go ahead.
So you got the 13-inch dual heads DTF Pro Color A3?
No. I said I could have gotten the dual head. I got the regular one. The 13-inch regular. So it was like 2,500 or something like that. Or 27.
Okay, 25. Okay, so let me ask you, are you using the roller system that came with your Prestige with that, or did you get a different shaker baker oven?
It came with its own. I use the same. I haven't used the actual shaker baker, lined it up to see how the feed would come along. I would assume they're all the same.
I would think that you can use that with this one.
I think so too. I haven't tried it yet because I haven't done that many prints where I'm just like, let me check it out. But
so you got the one that has an L18 head.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, because I see one they have is one with a 1390 head that's $25.99, and the one with the L18 head is $28.99. Which one did?
That one, the 13 head L1800. That's the one that I got.
Oh, okay. I think that's a better head because that's the one that costs more money. Yeah.
I don't know. But listen, when somebody's willing to buy something, you might as well go ahead and get what you think is going to be comparable. But when I looked at it, I was like, dang, I should have gotten a dual head because at least.
Now, let's talk about speed.
The speed, I think the Pro Color is faster.
Okay. That's so interesting. Okay. That's a dope comparison. Yeah. I see on the website they have Pro Color what you call them? UV printers and stuff like that. And I think I know somebody that has one of those. What is her name? In the chat, if you guys know who I'm talking about that has one of these. Oh my gosh. Patrice has one of these. I forget her name, her channel name, but she has one of these. I think she has a UV DTF. But interesting stuff. So, guys, you know me. I'm still rocking with my Ricoma printer. Yes. And we also got something coming to the channel soon that DTF Station All-American Print Supply. Because, listen, the A3 Plus R is no more. They don't even sell it no more. So, so that's why, it doesn't matter. The Prestige doesn't matter as far as the A3 Plus R is concerned. But there's something new that AA Print Supply is sending me to present to you guys. So stay tuned for that. And it's going to be interesting. We'll compare this to your Pro Color and see how fast and stuff like that. But for right now, I can tell you this. I guarantee that that Pro Color is not as fast as this Ricoma
Oh,
Revel
absolutely not.
2402.
Absolutely not. Listen, y'all, I've seen it in action. It's not that fast.
So
If I need anything big done, any big jobs done, I go to A-Dubb Productions to
I
go
appreciate
ahead and
that.
my DTS.
So Joy, you added something else recently to your arsenal. Why don't you tell everybody what that is?
Yes, and I'm one that loves to give back, and I know you are a Ricoma affiliate, and I say, you know what? I made sure when I called in, I said, make sure you give A-Dubb Productions the the what do you call it? The referral.
Hmm.
So we ended up getting the MT 1501. I've seen it on your channel how it's operated, and I will say that it's not as difficult to use the machine because of all of the videos that I've watched from you and YouTube. And also, thankfully, you've allowed me to call you when I have a little roads in the block.
Of course.
Um, it's definitely another great tool to have because this is my full time now, guys. So just having the embroidery machine just opens up the options for people to, especially local businesses that I know from all of the vending that I do. They
Hmm.
come to me to, print their shirts and stuff like that. And now that I have the embroidery machine, I have another local business. Shout outs to Lady G Empanadas. I will be embroidering her shirts for her restaurant that she's opening.
Clap that up. Clap that up for new business. Clap that. Hey, listen, Joy. One thing I've learned: don't be telling everybody the exact location. You can say the name or something like that, but don't tell them the exactly that they might. You know what I mean? There's some people on here that's looking for some business. They might hit her up and be like, "Yo, how much is be the difference? I can do it for you know what I mean." So, but congratulations on the business. That's dope. So, how did you get that business?
We're cool. Like we're gym partners. So like
Okay,
it's
nice.
amazing how things happen.
Your network
So
is your net worth, man.
yeah, man. And that's another. I'm glad you brought that up. That's another thing. Like we can't just go after each other's clients because that kind of stuff is gonna come up. It's gonna come back to you in the worst kind of way.
100%.
When the door that was supposed to be open for you finally presents itself, it won't be as lucrative, or it might not even present itself.
Yep.
So if be thankful and happy for someone because you never know what they had to go through to even get that account. So don't be haters. You know what I'm saying? Like just
karma's real.
Yes, stand in line for yours. Stand in line for yours.
Most definitely.
And the best thing that we could all do is just be grateful for what we have. And all of the things that Be the Difference Clothing has acquired now, it's just because it's the time. It's the right time.
100%. Took your time. And a lot of people watching on YouTube, like they'll see my equipment and stuff that I have when I go to my studio and I do videos from my studio, and I'll see like some comments and I'm like, they don't know like where I came from. They don't know that I was in my spare bedroom just like they probably are right now. And they don't know how many years it took me to get up to that point. But, I don't know. At the end of the day, I was still never the person to hate on somebody or to talk down to somebody just because of what it appears that they have and what I don't. It's just weird to me. To me, I would rather spend more energy communicating with that person and asking them how. Like I was away on vacation, right? And I was watching this new real estate show. It's called The Agency. Chime in the chat if you ever seen that real estate show, The Agency, right? And I've watched Selling Sunset and stuff like that. But that show and the level of success that those people have and the amounts of money that they're spending on houses, I would like a spinoff show saying each person that's buying a house, what do you do for a living? Instead of hating on somebody, oh my gosh, who would ever need that type of house? Da, da, da. I want to know what you do for a living. I want to know how you got there. You know what I mean? So I'd rather spend energy finding out how somebody got to the position that they're in and how and what I can do to maybe change my circumstance or my situation. So yeah, but Joy, question. So I think okay, we're done with DTF. I wanted to ask you some more questions about your DTF printer, but real fast, I put the call-in number on the screen for those of you guys who have questions to ask. Be the Difference Clothing about her Pro Colored or any other questions you have for me or for her. You guys can call in. Feel free to call in on that number that's right on the screen right now. But so you mentioned you got an MT1501. Now, I want you to give the people your experience on ordering, taking delivery, and setting up and communicating with Ricoma, whether it be bad or good. Tell them 100% exactly what happened, because I want to know.
So, oh my goodness, y'all, it's crazy. So the two representatives that I was working with no longer are with the company. But the last representative that I'm dealing with now, she is amazing. She follows up on email. And I will tell you, I put out a message to the technical support, and they will actually hunt you down to make sure that your question is resolved. So I will say that
I get emails.
Follow up. Yes, their follow-up is amazing. Like, Joy, you want to schedule that meeting now so that we can talk about whatever it is that you were having questions about? I'm like, no, I think it's fine now. Are you sure? Because I want to make sure that like they will follow up with you. I've never experienced that with any company before. So that is a definite plus. The process of actually purchasing the equipment was very easy. It took like 5 minutes, it's best to kind of know what you want right off the bat, so it makes the process easier.
I've heard people on the opposite end too. Like I've heard that people say, I filled out a request form and nobody's called me back. I've heard that end of the spectrum too. So, No.
They were responsive, very responsive. And that was before I even got an opportunity to tell them that I was your referral. So I don't know, maybe, we also have to remember too, with these companies, we don't know how much staff they actually have. Because you're calling a company that has millions of dollars, it doesn't mean that they're staffed with thousands and thousands of people. They could have a staff of 20
I can tell you that now. Yeah.
Right? They could have a staff of 10 to 20 people. That's not a lot when you deal with people all over the world.
That's a gift and a curse of being successful. When you start to grow, the more you grow, the more your staff has to grow, the more responsibility, the more delegating, the more you have to structure how you're going to pay these people and stuff like that. And you have to do stuff that makes sense for your business as your business grows, so you don't go out of business. It's tough, but at the end of the day, us as consumers, we're looking at it like, I don't care about none of that. Listen, if I got a problem, I want somebody on the phone. I want them to solve my issue because I spent X amount of thousands of dollars, and all that is valid. So I'm sympathetic and understanding on both ends. But what Joy's saying is the truth. Like, you don't know what's going on over there at that company, and like you said, the two people that you spoke to, they don't work with the company anymore, which is interesting to hear because the last few videos we've been talking about turbulence in the garment decorating space. So that's interesting to hear that the two people that you spoke to initially don't even work for the company anymore. I wonder what's going on over there at Ricoma. Interesting. So yeah, continue on.
I tried to get the scoop, y'all. I tried to get the scoop. They tight-lipped.
Yeah. James Dunn says, what's going on? What's going on, James Dunn? So, okay. So from the point that you spoke to somebody to the point where you received your machine, how long did that take?
It took a while because, again, I think it only took a while because, whoever was dealing with the final part of my account was no longer there. So somebody had to pick up the pieces. And then I wasn't on top of it, ooh, when is it coming? Because I come from the understanding that maybe they have a lot going on. So I don't want to they said 3 weeks. So let me give them the 3 week, guideline. and not call sooner, because I don't want to be the kind of customer that's like, didn't I tell you 3 weeks, without them having to say that.
Right.
So I kind of was on that. And, given the fact that, everybody, the people that I was dealing with left, it took about a month before I got the machine. And I wasn't too pushy. Like I said, I wasn't too pushy because I had something to fall back on. The DTF is something that I was falling back on. And I had, some orders that were coming in. So I was a little distracted by that. But now that it's here, y'all, come on. It's amazing.
So now that you have your embroidery machine, like, what advice do you have for somebody who's new to embroidery, like you were new to embroidery? This is your first time touching an embroidery machine. So, like, what advice do you have for somebody that's getting into it? What machine do you recommend? As far as learning is concerned, what advice could you give somebody?
Watch your videos.
I appreciate that.
You have all of them, right? So you have at least 3 or 4 brands of embroidery machines. So I would say watch your videos. I'm still very new to it. I'm learning. Another thing that you guys really need to learn, and I'm still learning, is learning what kind of backing you need to use, the tension of your machine, all of those important things. All of those things are more important than having an actual machine itself. Because if you have somebody that comes to you for a product that you're selling to them, and let's say you only have 1 left of that t-shirt or 2 left, you don't want to mess that up. You could do as many tests as you want, but if you don't, if you don't hoop it properly, that's another thing too. Like making sure you have a hoop, just buy a hoop master right away. I mean, I know they send you off with the starter equipment, but just get the hoop master, because at least the magnets will make sure that everything is stabilized properly. So that'll be one less thing. Yeah.
That's interesting, because like I remember, and I always tell a story, when I first got my machine, I looked at the hoop master and how expensive it was, as well as the mighty hoops, and I'm like, I'm not buying that thing. And then I got my first one, and that was it for me. I just kept on buying mighty hoops from then on, and I swear by them. But I understand, like, it's okay to not have them, but once you go to having them, like, there's no turning back. Because in this industry, I always talk about being efficiency, because when you start pumping out a lot of volume, the more things that you can do, the faster you can make money. And efficiency is everything in this business. The faster you can produce something, the faster you can go on to the next project and make your next batch of money. So, and the mighty hoops help you do that. So, yeah, I'm glad you figured that out more sooner than later.
Well, again, I was watching a lot of videos, but while I was waiting, and that's another thing too, I probably wasn't get on them that much because I was trying to get my research done about these machines, kind of have what I can expect, and just so like when it did come, I could just go right off. So just watch the videos, guys. Watch the tutorials on how to use these machines and people who have them, and just get the mighty hoops. That's big number one. Get the mighty hoops and the hoop master system. Get those 2 things. If you're going to invest in the machine, you might as well get the hoops. That's one thing off your plate. Get the right type of backings, and definitely watch the videos. Watch the A-Dubb production videos. I'm telling you.
Betty Lloyd says she got her machine delivered in 14 days after the paperwork. That is crazy. And Drew Day said his came 18 days after finalized paperwork. Yo, let me tell you something. You guys are getting your machine fast. When I got my machine, I think my first machine, I don't know, I have it in the videos, but I think it took like 2 months. I think it took 2 months. And I don't think I've ever got a machine that fast. I don't know where y'all live or how y'all are getting your machine so fast, but I've never even got a machine that fast. Ricky says in relations to DTFs, learn the proper curing time, 100%. That applies to DTF as well as DTG. and especially screen printing. For those screen printers out there, you got to learn to apply procuring time, and that will 100% help in the longevity of your garments right there. So that's really, really important. Joy, I got something for you now. Just a
Okay.
FYI, you got your embroidery machine. Congratulations. What's going to happen soon is you're going to get an order. I don't know when that order is going to come, what that order is going to be, but you're going to get an order, and you're going to realize, oh crap, how am I going to do all of these on one embroidery machine? And that's going to be tough. But I encourage you to pace yourself, take your time. Really, what's really important is that you don't promise your client something that you're not able to deliver. Make sure you're giving yourself enough time. You take that order. They want 50 hats. You know you have one head. And you know, if you're anything like me, I don't really like to work under stressful environments. So I'm not going to tell you, yo, I can have that tomorrow. I'm going to give myself enough time that I can do it at a comfortable pace. But like I said, we all want to make money, and the name of the game is efficiency and getting the orders done as fast as possible so we can move on to the next set of money, because that's exactly what it is. An order or a request is the next set of money, the next set of income for your business. So there's a fine line. When you're new, definitely take your time. Even when you're experienced, still take your time, because when you're in a rush, that's how you make mistakes. When you're in a rush, that's how you cause stress on yourself and on your body and on your mental and stuff like that. And we didn't urge to try to start our own businesses to put stress on ourselves. We want to take it easy. We want to be in the comfort of our own homes or our own workspaces. And we want to give ourselves a nice, easy, enjoyable embroidery or DTF creation or whatever it is that you're doing. You want to, give yourself a nice, easy process. By the way, guys, don't forget you can call in if you guys want to. Feel free to call in. The lines are on. If you have any questions for me or Joy from Be the Difference, feel free to call in.
Yes, call it.
Drew Day said that he definitely recommends learning how to digitize artwork first. I definitely recommend that too. At some point, you learn how to digitize. I wouldn't say that you should learn how to digitize artwork first, because digitizing is a very tedious process, and your business does get to the point where it's almost not worth doing the digitizing yourself. It's definitely worth outsourcing, once again, so that you can move on to that next project. Or you might be working on one project physically, and it's just you working by yourself, and you get another project and you give them a certain date. Well, guess what? You might not have time to digitize that artwork yourself. So it might make more sense for you to outsource to digitizing. Now, I've figured out a way, and I've got good enough to the point where I can handle my digitizing, and I even offer the digitizing as a service, but I'm getting to the point where it's too much for me to handle, and I am designating certain aspects of my business so I can keep that speed going on. So a bunch of things to consider. So it's growing pains, just like Rick said, it's growing pains of businesses. So James says, still happy with the 1501, but the Luminaris 200 has been headaches from the beginning, 5 months later, and now on our third printer before things worked out enough to get jobs done. So James, tell us about your Luminaris experience and exactly what went wrong with your Luminaris printer, because I've had mine for a while now and I haven't had anything go wrong with my Luminaris. White toners, to me, seems like one of, if not the most reliable printer you can have in the industry. You don't have to worry about print heads clogging. You don't have to worry about running out of ink, because it takes forever to run out of ink. And even though it is very, very expensive to refill those inks, they last so long that you should be putting money to the side as you're, getting your projects to what's name? Pick up your projects. Let's take this call and see who we got calling in right now. 1 second. I don't know how to answer my phone. Hello? One moment. I don't even think that's somebody calling. I think that might be a. One second. I'm not hearing you on my headphones. Give me a second.
Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live.
Let me see. How come I'm not hearing? Uh-oh, we got audio issues here. Audio issues. It's not your Why is it not broadcasting? Rodecaster Pro Duo speakerphone. Check. I'm just gonna put you on speakerphone. Give me a second. I don't know what's going on here, guys. It's always something.
Make sure you guys are thumbsing up the live. Thumbs up, share it out.
All right, I got you on speakerphone, man. I don't know what's going on with the with my audio system here, but we got you on speakerphone. So, how you doing, man?
Hey, pretty good. How are you? You can hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, good. Hey, man, my name is Eugene. I'm with Clean Threads. I just started up the business. I've been following your channel here, and I appreciate what you're doing and sharing the knowledge. So it's good information, man. I got a chance to call in, so I wanted to take advantage of it. I just finished up my paperwork on Friday. My machine is being delivered tomorrow.
Wow. Wait, so that's another fast delivery. How are you guys? Where are you're in Virginia? Where are you at?
No, I'm in Florida. I'm in St. Augustine, Florida, so I'm pretty close to Miami.
Okay, St. Aug. Shout out to St. Aug. Did you go to St. Aug University?
No, I'm originally from South Carolina. I'm actually active duty military. I'm about to retire.
Okay, thank you for your service and congratulations on that retirement. Oh my gosh, you're about to get that paper. That's what I'm talking about.
Trying to get on your level.
Hey, thank you for your service, man. But I appreciate it.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I didn't want to take up too much of your time, man. Like I said, I saw the opportunity. Obviously, like I said, I'm beginning, so I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Any ideas or anything you want to, or advice you want to shoot to me, I greatly appreciate it. I'll definitely keep following your channel.
I got one question for you before you go.
Okay.
Did you use my affiliate link?
So I actually, man, you know what? I did not. I was a little late on the whole affiliate thing. I kind of came in on that one late, so my apologies, homie, on that one.
Hey man, it's all right. Don't worry about it, man. I understand sometimes these things. You know what I mean? It's okay, but I appreciate you anyway. But listen, one word of advice I have for you is to take your time learning the machine. I know you've seen people online embroidering beautiful things. This industry right here that you're getting into, it's not plug and play. You're going to take your time. You're going to try some things out. It's not going to embroider like you wanted to at first, but take your time to figure out what tension is, how to, turn those knobs to get your tension correctly dialed in. Take your time to push the buttons and understand what each button is doing. Start off with something simple. They're going to give you the virtual training with the Cheers logo. So take your time and play with that a little bit and make sure you have a nice understanding of the machine before you start taking orders is the one piece of advice that I can give you.
Okay. I definitely appreciate that. And the sister that you have on there too, I appreciate her too. I was listening to, I actually came on the video late, so I know she was pressing about watching all the videos, the training videos, so I've been doing that as well. So I appreciate both of you guys, man. Thank you for taking the time.
No problem, man. Thank you for calling in.
All right, have a good one.
All right, Nate too. Bye-bye. All right, guys, we got to see what's going on with this system here. Hold on. Let me unlink the Bluetooth. And we're going to link it back because it's been a long time since I set this up. So I don't know what's going on. So I'll tell you guys when. Yeah, he didn't use my. It's okay. You know what? I am.
That Betty used the link. She said
Oh,
she said
Betty.
it in the chat.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Betty. I appreciate that. See, what happens is, and I'm 100% aware of this. That's why I always stress, hey, guys, use my link. But what happens is sometimes you watch a video and you're like, okay, yeah, I want that. But you might not be ready to make the purchase yet. And by the time you're ready, you're so excited about what it is that you're going to get. You're not thinking about the little YouTuber to go use the link to get so you can get a little commission. You can split it up. You know what I mean? You don't pay nothing extra, nothing like that. But you're not thinking about that. You're just happy and you're just excited about taking that journey about starting your new business. So I don't fault anybody for that. I just would like to know, honestly, who uses my link and who doesn't, so that I know who I'm talking to, when I'm talking to, who I'm talking to. And, I do like to give people a little extra service, a little bit of extra attention when they use my link. So Betty, you can hit me up anytime you need to, and I appreciate you using my link. And I'm going to take note of when you use the link so I can make sure, most importantly, and keep an eye on and make sure that no funny business is going on in the back end. That's what I like to know. That's one of the reasons why I like to know. So congratulations on the new business, Joy. I'm happy for you. And one thing I have to tell everybody in relations to our businesses and the larger companies that are now starting to offer custom apparel decorating as a service that they offer. We have to start to think outside the box. We have to start. Oh man, I got it. That's Chanel calling. All right, so guys, my girlfriend's calling real fast. I gotta take this call before I get grounded. Hold on. Hey, babe, you're on the live. Everybody can hear you.
Okay, call me back.
Okay, all right.
Bye.
All right, bye. So Chanel does not want to be on the live. She started laughing. But what was I? One thing that we have to think about that is going to be a determining factor and help us thrive during this time where the people that are selling you your supplies are also taking your business, right? One thing that's going to separate us and help us is if you can offer different services and think of what you can do as a small business that a bigger business can't do. And the first thing that comes to mind of what we can do as small businesses that bigger businesses can't do is offer that extra personal touch and that extra customer service, right? So I'm hearing something here. So I'll give you, for example. All right. So hypothetically speaking, say you have a business and you're getting 50 customers a day. You're selling 50 products a day. Out of those 50 products that people order from your website, you're going to get maybe, let's say on a high end, you get 25 people that have a question that needs to be answered daily. 25 people, to talk to 25 people and give them a little bit of one-on-one time is insignificant. And I'm here to tell you, it's not going to be 25. It's going to be more like, if you get 50 customers in a day, it's going to be more like maybe 10 or maybe 15 that are actually going to want to get on the phone with you and have a conversation with you. If you're a YouTuber though, it's probably going to be more like 30. I don't know. It's a little bit more if you're like a kind of like a public figure, kind of sort of, but people just want to like genuinely talk to you and thank you for stuff like that. But other than that, like that's one thing that you can do to separate yourself from a bigger business. And it's more so about building a relationship with each client. And it's kind of like you becoming a family, right? And that's going to help that person want to use you the next time they want something made, because a company is just a company, right? They're just a thing. But when people have connection with other people, you put that personal touch on it, and they're like, I got to help this guy keep his business. I got to help this guy or this girl grow her business because that's my friend. That's my, it's more of a personal connection. It's more like they become part of your network, and, you start to know who their kids are and stuff like that. Your network is your net worth. Right. Just like Joy, Be the Difference. She got her next set of business from somebody that she works out from. That's a prime example. So that's one thing that I'll give you guys today that you can kind of do that the bigger companies can't do. If you guys have anything else that you could suggest that we can do as small businesses to grow and to flourish during these weird times, then go ahead and leave it in the chat, or you guys can call in now, because I think the thing is working now. Fidel Elvira, what's going on, man? Fidel, if you don't mind, I'm going to call you real fast to see if this calling is working. So wait, I don't even have your number on this phone right here, but I'm going to make it happen anyway. So Joy, what about you? Do you have any words of advice that you can give people to help them get new business?
I would say definitely the customer service aspect is like vital. What I've implemented is local deliveries, free local deliveries, depending on, how.
Oh, wait. Free local deliveries for everybody, not just for a certain dollar amount?
So far, it's like on a per basis. I've offered it to, actually I could offer it to anybody. I have done it in the past. You just never know. People will remember you. I did a local delivery to Hoboken, and that's like maybe 10 minutes away.
Okay.
It didn't take any energy out of me.
Hold on. Let's see if this works here. Hello? Yeah, 1 second. See, something's happening here. Say something. See, I see the mic jumping, but for some reason I'm not getting the audio.
Are you using StreamYard?
Here we go. Got you. You're on here, man. How you doing?
You hear me? Hey,
Yeah, I can hear you
brother?
fine.
Hey, can people hear me?
Yeah, everybody can hear you. You're on live.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, this is Rick Ramirez from Rick's 2 Cents. What I was gonna say is that when you're a mom and pop shop, or when you're a smaller business and you're trying to compete with these conglomerates, it's hard to be David and Goliath, right? So
100%.
my best advice is don't start a David and Goliath fight, because the thing is that most print shops, they specialize in something, whether they're a DTG shop, a DTF shop, whether they're a silk screen shop. A lot of times they may offer other things, but they specialize in one thing because they can do mass quantities of that. So the thing is that even though you may get a business from someone who does a UV cup or a DTG or a DTF or embroidery, the fact that you have multiple avenues means that they gain your trust and they can get everything from you. They just don't go, oh, I can go to this shop because it's going to be $8 a shirt for my silk screen. Right. Well, they know if when you start package bundling things, that you can get a better deal. Right. So to me, like besides upselling, like you always want to have available to upsell your customers. 100%. The other thing is to be able to have your customer trust your business with you, because they like, I know Rick's got me. No matter what I need, he's got me. And then even if you can't do it and you outsource it, sometimes you got to do that too. Right. But that's just my 2 cents. You just don't limit yourself on what you can. Like you said, somebody has a small desktop and they get a big giant print job, and you're able to print 1,000 prints for them by tomorrow. Take the job. You made less, but you made money. And then the next job could be something else, and just keep the ball rolling. And every customer will bring you customers. That's the way it always works for me.
Every customer will bring you customers. I like that. Yo, man, that's some great advice. Give you a round of applause, because that was some great advice right there. Every customer will bring, you guys hear that? Every satisfied customer will bring you customers, because one day they're going to be in a situation where they're talking, having a conversation, and they're going to want something made, whether it be for a family event or, you never know who might be a principal or who might have an association at their church. That customer is going to recommend your service and your products to somebody else. And that's just how it goes. So thank you so much. Absolutely. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate you, Phil. Thank you. Yep, talk to you. Bye.
All right, no problem. Bye-bye. And guys, that's talking to somebody who has a shop and runs a business. He's always on the lives. I thank you so much for calling in and offering those words of advice, because we all need this type of talking here so we can uplift each other, because it's like I said, it's just weird right now. It's like, you're going to sell me vinyl, but you're going to like cut the vinyl and sell the vinyl too. Like, what are you, it's just weird right now. Everybody's doing everything and it's like no holds barred. But yeah, Jude says he 100% agrees with Rick. I agree with Rick too. So I see that James, was it James Dunn that recommended the 1,000? Yeah, James Dunn says, everyone says to charge $1 per 1,000 stitches, but there are times a hat would be $40, has 26,000 stitches. I just feel like I can price like that. I don't recommend charging $1 per 1,000 stitches at all. I know that's a thing that was traditionally what was done in embroidery, and sometimes the math makes sense, but what I recommend charging is for your time. So calculate how much time it's going to take you to complete that job, and you charge accordingly, because time is our most valuable asset. That's one thing we all have in common. And I always say, everybody is going to get a turn, and your time is going to be up one day. And no embroidery job, no amount of money is going to be able to, fix that, right? So charge for your time. How much is your time worth? And charge appropriately, right? And one thing that I have on my website that I want to show you guys real fast, you guys can check it out. If you guys go to my website, you can type in calculator, and right here you'll see I have an embroidery time and price calculator. If you are on an iOS system, meaning an app iPhone, or if you are on a Android phone, you can go ahead and download the embroidery price calculator, and you can put in the total amount of stitches that your job is, how fast you're running your machine, and that'll give you the amount of time it's going to take you to do that job for one piece. Then you can type in how many pieces that you're doing, and then it's going to tell you the total amount of time for all those pieces. And then you can also put in how many embroidery heads that you're running, and it'll give you the amount of time, and it'll calculate that amount of minutes by 60, and it'll tell you how many hours that's going to take. And then you can put in how much you want to pay yourself per hour, so on and so forth, guys. So AlanAwade.com, the embroidery price calculator is available right there for those of you guys that are interested in that. And I price it really, really low as a service, because I like to keep stuff low, but I'm figuring out ways with things that make sense to charge a higher price point so that I can get more in return for all the types of things that I try to do, guys. So this is part of your business right here. Make sure you got a website going on. You have some type of internet representation for you and your business to attract more business. Joy, what's your website? Wait, 1 second. I can't hear you. Hold on. Let me get your audio back. Guest audio is on. Did you mute? Okay, you muted yourself. Okay, I thought that was me.
But
Okay.
it's BeTheDifferenceLLC.com. That is the website. Again, we specialize in inspiring you through written messages on clothing. Like, this is a simple message right here. I am Women's History. It is Women's History Month, so I kind of wanted to do something that represented.
Can you hold that up again one more time?
I wanted to do something that represented women in general. So this is the I Am Women's History design. It was actually created by myself. And I will say, having the DTF machine enables me to be more creative. Mm-hmm. And it's fun. I'm having fun with that, where I can create things for people, and create things for the company, just to have a little bit more variety. But again, the primary purpose of Be the Difference Clothing is to inspire you to be the best version of yourself, and just to think a little differently. Having all these other assets are definitely amazing, and I can't wait to start using them a lot more. So thank you, guys. Definitely, please thumbs up the live. A-Dubb Productions. Alan is always out here giving you guys information that you may not even get from whatever company you get your machines from. So definitely support him, support the movement, and think about it this way. It's not that we're small businesses, we're actually growing businesses. And the more that you sow your seed into our companies, the more you're actually getting value for your dollar. Not to say that a bigger company doesn't value your dollar, but you're paying a little less because it costs more for us to get the equipment and it's less for them. So whether you're paying $3 for a transfer for them or less, let's just say if you're paying like 50 cents for a transfer for them, you have to remember they've purchased like maybe 1 billion yards, so it costs them pennies on a dollar. So really you're ending up paying what you would pay a grown business. Just something to think about.
Yep. Hey guys, great stuff today. I had so much more lined up, but I think this was great. But I'm gonna end with one more thing that I want to show you guys real fast. And this is from not to change the subject or anything, but we gotta change the subject. But DTF printers. Let's see. I keep on forgetting my computer's touchscreen. If I hit shop and if I hit shop. Wait, okay, you know what? Let me use the mouse pad. Shop, printers, equipment, DTF. All right, so just to let the cat out of the bag. Okay, so the one that's the upgrade from right now, they're really pushing the A4 DTF printer. They're pushing the R2 DTF printer. But what's coming up now, where is it? Go on their home page right here. The Prestige R2 Pro, guys, the Prestige R2 Pro. So stay tuned to the channel so you guys can see the Prestige R2 Pro and what that's all about and what that can offer your business and how fast it can print. And we're going to compare it to some other things, and we're going to talk to some people that have the Prestige R2. And we're going to compare the Prestige R2 to the Prestige R2 Pro. I was told that the only difference is that the main difference is the Prestige R2 Pro is faster. But of course, guys, the Prestige R2 Pro is not faster than the Ricoma. I forgot the name. What's the name of the printer? Help me out, guys. Help me out, guys. Then the Ricoma. The Ricoma that I got, it's not faster than that one, right? That one is like super, super fast and enables me to knock out orders really, really fast. So feel free to go onto alanaway.com, guys, and order your DTFs if that is what you need. Right now, I got Gang Builder. You can build your own gang sheets and stuff like that. I got different stuff that's available for you guys. You can upload your own custom transfers by size, right? So you can click on this option right here and upload your design by size according to what size you want and stuff like that. Many different options for you guys. And I also have, if you have an embroidery machine, you can buy some thread stays. It's a device that I came up with that helps organize your thread situation. This is before the thread stays, and this is after the thread stays, how your machine looks, how neat your machine looks. So got some different options for you, just trying to some different stuff, trying to always make helpful things to simplify our workflows and our processes of doing things. So thank you so much for joining the live stream, guys. I appreciate you. Be the Difference Clothing, thank you so much for coming on with us. I appreciate you for coming and joining the live. Thank you so much, guys. And guys, don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now and hit the thumbs up button. And don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live or every time I upload videos like this or more. And don't forget, go to my website, and join my mailing list, because we will be having some special exclusive activities that are going to be available for you guys if you are in the Philadelphia area, right? Even if you're not in the Philadelphia area, you can come on down to Jasper Studios and check out what we're going to have coming up very, very soon. As a matter of fact, can I pay that graphic? Let me see if I can play that graphic for you guys really fast. I might have, I don't think I do. I don't think it's on here. Oh no, I didn't upload it. Some of this. Okay, yeah. So anyway, if you guys are following me on Instagram, then you guys can go check out my Instagram and you guys can see the graphic of what we have coming up. It's called Sew and Sip. You're gonna be able to come into the studio. You'll pick out a design. I'll sit you in front of a Brother SE600 single needle embroidery machine, and I'll explain to you how to work the machine. You'll bring your own drinks, if you will, and we'll have an experience. It's not a class. It's not anything formal. It's more like, think of it like a date night. I want you guys to come in. I got 6 machines set up for everybody, 2 people per machine. Come in, relax, enjoy yourselves. I'll talk to you guys a little bit about what you can do with the machine, how to use the machine, pick a design, embroider it out, have a drink, have a few laughs, fa la 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 la, have a nice night. All right. So guys, thank you so much for joining the live, and I'll talk to you guys on the next live. It's your boy.